This is 10 Eyewitness News, first at 5, with Hugh Riminton.
Well, good evening. The Sydney suburbs hardest hit by this week's devastating storms and floods have been declared disaster zones, opening up government money to help businesses and householders recover or rebuild. The Prime Minister and the opposition leader both interrupted their campaigns today to make a beeline for Sydney to comfort victims on the ground. Ursula Hager joins us now from Picton, which copped some of the worst of it. Ursula, the Prime Minister today seemed genuinely shocked by what he saw.
Well, yes, Hugh, it really is incredible to see just how much water came through here. Malcolm Turnbull at one point paused to point out a flood mark that was halfway up a business shopfront. All of that water is gone now, but sadly it has been replaced by damaged or broken possessions. Many people here had little or no time to get anything out as this water came through. Walking on a street that was underwater 2 days ago, the Prime Minister came to see firsthand the worst of the damage.
We had a lot of damage here. Haven't you? Look how high the water went.
Many people here saw their homes and businesses flooded by more than a metre of water in just half an hour.
We're going to work together and get it up.
But he didn't come empty-handed.
We're here to support them, admire them and thank them.
37 regions across the state have been declared disaster zones, unlocking personal hardship grants and loans to businesses affected by the flooding.
This will provide grants to low-income households, whether it be supplies or household goods, or a chance to get the house back into order.
But some businesses here say even with insurance, they may be out of pocket hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It rose so quickly that the cupboards started to fall and I'm out of here.
Lenore Amour's antique store is destroyed. She isn't sure if she'll be able to rebuild.
I've basically lost everything and it's not insured. So it's just now a matter of trying to decide whether I continue or what I will do.
Making matters worse, some flood victims have already had trouble accessing relief payments.
It doesn't take a Prime Minister to give funding, it just takes one of his bureaucrats to do it.
This is Picton's main street. All of the shops along here were flooded. The council says 60% of the businesses in this area were damaged. And it's not just businesses. Many historical buildings have been damaged too. This pub was more than 170 years old.
Oh, there's a lot of things that you just can't replace. So yeah, there will be out-of-pocket stuff, absolutely.
Even headstones at the local cemetery didn't escape the force of the water, pushed over when a caravan floated through the church grounds. Peter Fairley spent the day washing his relatives' graves.
Yeah, clean all these pebbles up, get all the silt out that floodwater put through there, get a couple of bunches of fresh flowers and put in there and get it back to looking good.
But the clean-up is getting underway. Most of the rubbish has been cleared away, electricity now restored. Counting the cost will take much longer. Now, Hugh, opposition leader Bill Shorten also briefly suspended his campaign today to visit flood-affected communities in New South Wales. He went to Coogee, which obviously suffered some of that significant corrosion, coastal corrosion, and visited the RSL there, which was significantly damaged. Mr Shorten said today that this was not a day for political arguments, and I think that really sums it up. I think both leaders have got a bit of a glimpse today about just how hard some Australians are doing it.